Welcome to a brand new episode of the post game. I'm your host, Davion. I'm joined by Oronde
What up?
and Matt.
What up?
And today we are continuing our Let's Talk NFL series. And today we are starting with we are continuing the NFC East, and we are talking about the New York Giants. Like we start all of these podcasts, we will go through and I'll ask you guys this question. Will the Giants be where will the Giants end up this season?
They will be second or third in the division, and I think they probably make another wild card or playoff run.
I think their peak would be wild card in my opinion. Again, it's tough because with Philly and Dallas in that division, it's to me those are two of the top NFC teams right now.
They do have a favorable
Schedule.
Yes,
So let's see.
very favorable because
The Cardinal.
they open Cardinals. Open Cowboys. Go to Arizona, then go to the Niners, and this play the Seahawks at home. They start off rough, and then you get the Commanders, and then the Raiders, and the Commanders, and then the Packers. I will be nice to the Saints, but then they have the Rams between the Eagles games.
No, that game will be hard. It'll be a toss up if we beat the Giants that game. That'll be our season right on the line. If we lose to the Giants that game, then we're done.
I think that is their season marker.
That was the same thing last season when we played them and lost. Like that controlled a lot of our destiny.
Such a good game.
It was a good game. Hurts as a Saints fan, but it was good, I guess. But yeah. So how do you think their offseason went?
They have some pretty good draft picks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I loved Deontay Banks out of Maryland and also Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee. Hyatt, not Hi-Hat.
Hi-Hat.
And also the Oklahoma running back Eric Gray. He was pretty good. Not the cream of the crop of the running back class from this season, but they add depth where they need it. They have obviously it's still a pretty good team, even though they went 9-7. They weren't that good in close games, kind of like the Bills, but it's kind of a good problem to have because that means you have somewhere to build from.
Mm-hmm. I think it was pretty well. I think they had their offseason was a little so. They did get Darren Waller, which is huge for Daniel Jones.
I agree.
Huge.
Saquon getting the tag, I guess, is fine for now, but it is still a little scary for Giants fans. And Dexter Lawrence not going to OTAs is also very worrying. Or not OTA, excuse me.
Men's or mini.
No, yeah, mini camps.
Yeah.
That's definitely concerning for them. Because to me, I think that's your best defensive player. That's probably your best player on the team. One of the best. But overall, I think they did well. I think they had a good offseason, and with Dabo still there, they could still be a solid team. Yeah, probably third is what I would guess. Third in that division.
Dabo is probably going to be another coach of the year candidate once again.
Candidate for sure. Yeah, definitely.
I agree. So, we've said so with the Giants. I don't know if we've said this, but you guys probably said this, but I probably zoned out. Where do you think they will finish in the division? Like 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2 or 3. They're definitely not going to be last.
I think they'll be third.
I'm going second. I think they'll beat out the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys will smoke it up this season like they always do, and be third in the division, back to where they belong, and miss the playoffs.
I would love for a Dak Daniel Jones shootout game. I would pay money to see that.
Yeah, my only concern with them getting the third spot is because of Daniel Jones. This definitely was his best year, but
he's turning the ball over less and he's running
that's
more.
True.
What
that's true.
His progression. His progression is what you want from a dual threat quarterback.
He's literally trended up the entire time he's been in the NFL. And
That's fair.
every stat. And so listen, I love the kid for one. I love the kid. He's I think he'll be successful this season. I think he will dish it out and be really good at it. Like last season he gave me a glimpse of I don't know if I should say this. I'll say it, why not? Last season he gave me a glimpse of Justin Herbert. Granted, Herbert hasn't
Oh
done
hell no.
anything. Well, that's because you're an Oregon boy. I don't want to hear that crap.
Not even. It's just that.
Oh, he's playing well, man. He was a top 10 quarterback last season.
Okay, you're right.
So
My only thing with
start
Daniel
throwing some respect
Jones,
at him.
my only thing is, to me, now, yes, he has gotten better, but I don't think he can prove me wrong. I don't think his ceiling is as good as what Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott is, in my opinion, to win that division. So that's the only knock I have on him, is that he probably won't be the best quarterback in that division ever, unless something crazy happens and he just ends up putting up an MVP season, but I doubt it. So
I kind of agree, but at the same time, he's getting to be a fun quarterback to watch because
yeah,
he's making less and less mistakes. His decision making is getting a lot better. He has a good system around him. They just need to keep his running back happy, and I
yeah,
think their line
and
is
keep him healthy.
improving. Their line is improving as well, so it's not like it's going to be like a Steeler situation where they have a quarterback, a prospect, and nobody to defend them.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. So, listen, like a lot of teams in the NFL this season, they will be quarterback driven. But I think to Daniel Jones's or to the Giants' credit, they will also be led by their defense. So because I mean their defense is one that surprised a lot of people last season. So
Yep.
their defense is what will fully control the narrative for the Giants. Daniel Jones just has to not turn the football over, and they will be efficient. And they'll be fine. He stays healthy, stays on the field, not turn the football over, they'll be fine. Their defense plays above 15 other teams in the NFL, they'll be fine. Granted, they looked like they had a top 10 defense last season. So, but yeah, I think if I'm a Giants fan, I'm sitting pretty. I'm sitting pretty happy right now. I'm not mad about a lot of things. So, any final thoughts jumping on the talk about the Giants?
No,
Prove me wrong,
that's
Daniel Jones.
prove him wrong.
I think he
me
will.
wrong.
Definitely think he will.
Do we actually? I have one more question for
Yeah.
you. How do we feel with the Giants' defense? Because they were decent.
I mean, towards the
but
end of the season, they started
they-
looking like a real threat.
They need to. I think they have to put more points on the board as a group.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, their defensive line is a big threat in the NFL. Their corners just have to step it up and not get dotted up by Dak Prescott. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think Adoree Jackson will probably lead the team in interceptions.
Yeah.
Oh, so they did.
Just a speed demon.
I completely forgot. They did sign Dexter Lawrence.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Also-
So if he's there, I think they'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, but Giants fans, let me know how you guys feel. We appreciate you guys for listening. If you made it this far, Oronde, Matt, thank you guys for joining me today. I have been your host, Davion, and this has been the post game. Peace.